Human beings are driven by storytelling, right? It comes from our primitive ancestors sitting around a fire and passing down oral history so we learn where we come from so we can better figure out where we're going. And when you tell stories of what people have done, it gives it more of a sense of reality to realize that these are just normal people that have done what you might view as extraordinary things, but more importantly, you realize that they come from all different walks of life. You want to be an environmental hero? If you follow your passion and you care about these values, you care about being aware of what's going on in the world and the planet and where we're headed, then no matter what you're doing, you can find a way to make a difference. And as long as you've got the gasoline, the fuel, the power to get you there, then there's nothing that stops you but your own limiting beliefs. And that fuel that gets you there is your passion.
Sustainability, as we define it, is 4 elements. It's environmental, economic, social, and spiritual. It really starts with the spiritual piece about consciousness and understanding that we have a role on this planet and a responsibility, and we need to take care of it for future generations. Our mission is to recognize excellence in the green industry.
I read in the newspaper, the Los Angeles Times, that there's this Hollywood producer in the entertainment industry and his wife, and he's going to launch Eco Expo. That was going to be a showground for both consumers and the trade to come together, and people could learn where they could buy products, make a difference in their lives, in their office and government. I tried to convince him that he should give me a chance to present eco-inventors and eco-entrepreneurs and put them there, and I think it would really liven up the whole event, make a difference, and showcase what's on the cutting edge of innovation. He gave me 20 feet by 50 feet of prime real estate in the convention center. The next day after the show opened, and we had this incredible success, media coverage all over the place. It said in the LA Times, "Brave new world of eco-inventors." Those of you that are young, that want to know how to do it, how to make a career out of saving the environment and making money at it. It's a beautiful, beautiful task, and we can help you. That's what we do at Green to Gold.
There's been more innovation over the last decade than the prior century. And over the next decade, that's going to be exponentially the case. We're seeing incredible entrepreneurs, executives, and young talent migrate into this clean tech sector, and what we're going to see over the next decade are really the benefits of that.
The energy market's enormous, it's growing at an unprecedented pace. Forecasts predicting over $37 trillion of energy investments over the next few decades.
Right now we're experiencing this renaissance time of so many subsectors needing committed young entrepreneurs and people who want to be in the industry. So, my advice is follow your passion. Find something that really excites you, and do it. Just go, do it for that reason, not because you're looking for. It's not about the money. It's about just getting something that really you're excited about and can be committed to.
We have students. We have business leaders, and that intersection point is a crucial one. Keeping that in mind, we have made a grant to Georgia Tech and their business school to fund the Center for Business Strategies for Sustainability. What this center does is it creates the first avenue for many students at Georgia Tech to receive sustainability education in the context of business. The center also brings in local businesses, and it partners with those students so that they can bring businesses their real-world challenges into the classroom and allow students to confront these challenges, to wrestle with them, and all sides win in this partnership. Students have the opportunity to confront real-world challenges and develop the skills necessary so that when they go off to whatever industry they choose, they are better equipped to solve the challenges that they will confront. Businesses, they get a fresh perspective. A student's mind tackling the challenges that they face. Minds that haven't yet slipped into the business as it's always been done mindset. We're very excited to see what can be accomplished at this intersection of academia and industry.
There's about 1 billion parts in the world from ground up. And when my 2 sons, they're now 21 and 23, when they're my age, it's possible there's 2.5 billion parts in the world. And if fossil fuels, it'll be sort of an ecological catastrophe. We're trying to design a car for the masses, like the Model T Ford and like the Volkswagen Beetle, but with crashworthiness and emissions included. We believe, because it's a scientific approach that follows physics, that one day all cars will look like this. And the big deal is that on average it uses about 8 times less energy than a typical car.
Why isn't solar on more rooftops? Why do you buy electricity from your utility? And it's not a rhetorical question. When you really think about it, most of you will say it's because there's nobody else that can sell it to me. And that's the problem that Sunrun addresses. So we own and operate solar electric systems for people, and we sell them electricity at a cheaper rate than their utilities.
Currently, the recycling industry works like this. Big manufacturers get their supplies in, they unpack them. They crush their boxes to make them dense on a baler, and then they put them on a truck. That truck brings it to a port, gets exported to China. China takes those boxes, uses our fiber in our boxes along with their rice paper to make new boxes to ship us our electronics. What we do is we say, hey, that's fine for scrap cardboard. But if you're talking about a box, if you're McCormick Spice, which is one of our clients, if you're McCormick Spice, and what you do all day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, unpack plastic bottles, fill them with spices, why don't we take those boxes and bring them back to the bottle manufacturer to put more boxes in, to put more bottles in and rotate. So we create those closed loop systems. In 2006, we raised capital to build a national infrastructure, and now we have operations all across the country.
This is our most ambitious project to date, and they wanted to have the building produce all the energy. The mirrors are parabolic mirrors which collect light, focused light, onto a tube which heats water, and then the hot water goes to a chiller. This parabolic system is the air conditioning system. The entire building is powered by the sun and the wind, and so this is the first zero net energy building in North and South America.
For all of you, younger people who are looking for that direction, you'll find it if you're looking for it. And for all of you young people who are looking into a world, you wake up every day and you look at what's wrong with the world, you'll wake up the next day and you'll look at what's right. And that's when you'll start to really move the needle and you realize you're a leader and you'll act like it. We're all part of this big movie of life, which is pretty much unsustainable right now. But what you, tiny little corrections, do in the movie of life determines the outcome. I believe we're going to have balance on this planet, that the connected space, the green building, all the things that we're working on is ultimately going to connect the human condition. And when we are connected and we can see all the solutions that are coming from around here, from young people like you, the engineers that are out there innovating, mapping the world's water, mapping the life-giving forces of this planet, and protecting life that hasn't even arrived yet, that's extraordinary.